We will lose many of our mature trees under this proposal. 80% of the tree canopy in our California cities is in back and front yards, in other words, in our neighborhoods. To look at our green spaces and yards as a blank slate and as underutilized land is wrong. A tree in a building cannot occupy the same space. Trees are an important part of our environmental quality, but are often the last thing to be considered if they are considered at all. Trees provide cooling and shade, trap air pollution, sequester carbon, and filter our groundwater so it can drain to our aquifers. On the other hand, loss of trees creates heat islands, which end up in increased use of energy, increased air pollution, greenhouse gases, and impaired water quality. To think that increasing density, especially in desirable neighborhoods, will lower the cost of housing is just magical thinking. It has failed in cities such as Vancouver, San Francisco, New York, Chicago. The mantra in real estate is location, location, and location. It is going to take political will, innovative ideas, and funding to solve our affordable housing crisis, not a free-for-all for developers, investors, and land speculators. And if this fails, our cities cannot lower density under California law. Our neighborhoods will never be the same.
For generations, home ownership has been the American dream and a means to build wealth. If these bills pass, young Californians will be much less likely to own a home. Right now, the same folks who brought us the Great Recession, namely Wall Street and big investment firms, are buying up single-family homes all across America and converting them to rental properties. If SB 9 and 10 pass, which allow up to 10 units on a lot, 100% lot coverage with no on-site parking, California will be targeted by developers and investment firms to build market-rate apartments in our single-family neighborhoods. Moderate-priced neighborhoods will feel the most effect from this, with further gentrification and displacement of longtime residents. SB 9 and 10 encourage the development of a rental society, destroy the livability of our neighborhoods, all to allow developers to build wherever and whatever they want.
I'm here to speak on SB 10. My concerns about SB 10 and upzoning is I feel like SB 10 is not conducive to the well-being of our neighborhood. When you look at the expanding of SB 10 and you think of the parking situations, and if I wanted to live in San Francisco, I would move there. It seemed like to me that is what they're striving to do, is to make SB 10 and Sacramento areas just like San Francisco area. You think in terms of the canopy. How would the canopy be? They say that Sacramento is a city of trees. I don't know how many individuals seen on Channel 31 last week when they exemplified the fact of East Sacramento having great canopy, and also in the other areas they have a great canopy, but in, say, the Mediview area, they also quoted that the canopies in that area is just unreal. And that is conducive to childhood death, that's conducive to smog and things of that nature. So my idea is hoping the legislators and our council people and everybody do not rule in favor of SB 10.